from beginning. Okay, today we will. In yesterday we have seen how the gamma rays are generating. Okay, and what are the different concepts associated with the gamma rays generation. Okay, in today's class we see the units of gamma rays and X-rays and interaction of these X-rays gamma rays with the matter. Okay, now first units of X-ray and gamma ray measurement. Generally, the units of X-ray and gamma ray are expressed in ergs or electron volts. What are the units of X-rays and gamma rays? Ergs or electron volts. But in industrial radiography, okay, we are taking the another unit for quantitative measurement of this X-ray and gamma ray radiation. That unit is Roentgen. Roentgen. Okay, this Roentgen is the unit that expresses the absorption, okay, capacity of this radiation. Because in radiography, if you expose the matter with the in radiation, okay, the radiation is penetrated into the material, and after penetrating into the material, those radiations are fall on the film, radiographic film. That radiographic film is exposed to this radiation that causes the permanent impression on the film, X-ray films. Okay, the X-ray film, the main principle in the formation of X-ray film is X-ray or gamma ray film is ionization. Okay, these radiations, these X-ray or gamma ray radiation causes ionization process on the film, means ionization the particles on the film that causes the permanent impression on the film. So in Roentgen unit, with the help of this Roentgen unit, we can express the capability of ionization of the film. Okay, this is very important in the radiography. So another unit of the radiation is Roentgen. Here Roentgen is defined as the quantity of X-ray or gamma radiation that ionizes the 1 cc of air at NTP. Here air is taken as standard substance. Okay, Roentgen expresses the quantity of how much quantity of X-ray or gamma radiation is required to ionize the 1 cc of air at NTP to produce one electrostatic unit of the electricity of either sign, either positive or negative. This is called Roentgen. Roentgen expresses the effect of absorption of these radiations. So gamma radiation has two units. General unit is electron volts, and another unit that expresses the effect of absorption of this radiation, that is Roentgen. By using these two units, we can measure the quantity of the X-ray or gamma ray. Okay, and the next topic is interaction of X-rays and gamma rays with matter. In radiography, we are for the X-ray or gamma rays are fall on the matter and penetrate into the matter. So in this process, means in this interaction of radiation with matter, okay, what kind of observations are there, and what kind of requirements is there, and what kind of effects are there? We have to discuss all these things in this topic. Okay, while interacting the radiation with the matter, what are the concepts are required to know the concept of radiography. Now see this. Here the effect of interaction is attenuation of incident radiation. Suppose if you impose the radiation on the matter, the radiation penetrates into the matter, that causes the reduction of effect of the radiation. Once the radiation is penetrating into the matter, automatically the effect, the intensity of radiation is reduced. The intensity of radiation is reduced. This process of reducing the effect is called attenuation. Okay, we have to observe this attenuation while interacting the radiation with the matter. Here, attenuation is caused in two manners. One is absorption, second one is scattering. Okay, the intensity of radiation is decreased by two ways. One is absorption, means those radiations are absorbed by the matter, and second one is scattering. Second one is scattering. Later I will explain about the scattering. So the intensity of radiation while interacting with the matter is decreased with the, in two ways, that is absorption and scattering. Now see this diagram. Okay, this diagram expresses the different types of radiations occurred in the incident of radiation on the material. Suppose see this. Here the X-ray or gamma rays from the source, okay, or fall on the material medium. Here we have this type of things are happened here. What is secondary radiation is there, characteristic radiation is there, scattered radiation is there, transmitted radiation is there, electrons, heat and fire production. All these things are happening while the radiation is interacting with the material. Okay, I will explain all these things. Okay, now see this. Already I told the intensity of radiation is decreased while interacting with the material. Okay, that is called attenuation. This attenuation of a matter is expressed in mathematical also. See this expression. Ix is equal to I naught into e power mu by p into rho x. See this. Here I naught means intensity of radiation before entering into the matter, means intensity of incident radiation. Okay, before penetrating into the material, the what is the intensity of radiation is I naught. Next Ix. Already you know, once the radiation is fall on the matter, penetrating into the matter, the intensity is reduced. Okay, that can be expressed by Ix, means reduced intensity of the incident radiation after transferring a distance of x, means the radiation is penetrating into the matter. After penetrating through a distance x, some intensity of radiation is decreased. That quantity is expressed by Ix. Okay, and here mu is the constant. Okay, this constant is expressed as the linear absorption coefficient, means how much intensity is decreased per unit length is expressed by mu. And rho is density of material, because density of material also influences the attenuation, because high dense materials, the penetration into the high dense material is difficult when compared with the low dense material. Automatically the intensity reduction is more in dense material when compared with, okay, less dense material. That's why we have to consider rho also. Here mu by p is the mass absorption coefficient. Okay, this is the expression. By using this expression, we can know the reduction in the intensity of the radiation. Okay, next. Now we see what are the different mechanisms, energy loss mechanisms, means what are the different factors for the attenuation. Means already I told the intensity is reduced, the radiation intensity is reduced while interacting with the matter. What are the different ways of reducing intensity? Here we have three ways, that is photoelectric emission, Compton scattering, Fire production. Okay, what are the factors for attenuation? That is photoelectric emission, one is the factor for reducing intensity, second one is Compton scattering. Compton means scientist name, scattering is the second reason for attenuation, third one is Fire production is also third reason for the attenuation of the incident radiation. Now, photoelectric emission. What is photoelectric emission? So, is, radiation is the energy that is in terms of photons, because radiation is also comes under the family of light. Light energy is the combination of photons. Light energy is nothing but is the flow of photons, not protons, photons. Okay, you know that. Okay, photoelectric emission means the photons in the gamma ray or X-ray. The photons in the gamma ray or X-ray are interacted with the matter, the atoms in the matter. Okay, these photons interacted with the atoms of the matter. These photons are totally disappeared. These photons are totally disappeared, means the total photons are absorbed by the atoms of the matter. Then the effect of reduction of the intensity because of disappearing of these photons is nothing but photoelectric emission. Photoelectric emission. Second one, Compton scattering. Here, while the photons in the radiation are interacting with the matter, while hitting these photons in the atoms of the matter, these photons are reflected. These photons are reflected back at to certain angle. Okay, this kind of automatically this reflection causes reduction in the intensity of the radiation. This process is called scattering. This process is called scattering, means the radiation is reflected while hitting the matter. That is called scattering. Okay, this is also reason for the reduction of radiation. And third one, fair production. Third one is fair production. Here also the photons in the radiation, either X-ray or gamma ray, are penetrating into the matter. Okay, means the photons in the radiation are meeting the atoms of the matter. Okay, these photons are disappeared. These photons are disappeared while interacting with the atoms and reappear in terms of electrons. These photons are interacting with the matter, atoms of the matter. These photons are disappeared. Okay, means like photoelectric emission. But again, these photons are reappear in terms of electrons, means charged particles, either positive or negative. Okay, this kind of process is called fair production. This is called fair production. Here also the photons are disappeared and reappear in other form. So this is also causes reduction in the radiation. So these three are the mechanisms of loss of energy in the radiation. Okay, photons are disappeared, photons are reflected, photons are disappear and reappear in another form. These are the three forms of reduction of radiation. See this. In industrial radiography, photoelectric emission means the intensity of radiation is decreased in first form is operating in voltage range of 200 electron volts to 100 kilo electron volts. Okay, means in this span of energy, okay, we have the intensity is reduced because of photoelectric emission. Or means the means this process photoelectric emission dominates in the reduction of intensity while compared with when compared with the scattering and fair production in this range 200 to 100 keV. Suppose the energy levels voltage range is 150 to 300 kV to MV, means high energy levels. At high energy levels, which is dominating? Scattering is dominating. Scattering is dominating. Okay, and above 4 means high energy levels, very high energy levels. Okay, Crompton scattering is slowly decreases and fair production is dominating. Okay, at low energy levels, which is the dominating factor, photoelectric emission. At medium range, Compton scattering. And very high energy levels, okay, the domination factor is, what is that? Fair production. Okay, these three are the reason for the reduction in the intensity of the radiation. Okay, next one, this is about interaction of the X-rays and gamma rays with the matter. Okay, later I will explain clearly about scattering. What is the process of scattering? Okay, later we have a topic, separate topic on this scattering. I will explain the about scattering effect. Okay, so the radiation is decreased because of interaction with the matter in these three ways. Okay, next one is equipment. Next topic is equipment. What kind of equipment is required? What kind of equipment is required for radiography? Okay, here we are using two types of radiations. One is X-ray and gamma ray. And what kind of equipment is required for X-ray radiation, and what kind of equipment is required for gamma ray radiation? Okay, now first one is X-ray equipment. What are the equipment required for doing radiography with the help of X-rays? Okay, this equipment consists of four things. First one is X-ray tube. First one is X-ray tube. Second one is heating filament for producing the electrons. And third one is for accelerating these electrons from cathode to anode, we need high energy, high potential difference. Okay, for that we need separate arrangement. And fourth one is axes to regulate the for rectifying the X-ray intensity and regulate the X-ray intensity and measure the current and voltage. We have a separate axis for regulating and rectifying and measuring the current and voltage. Okay, by changing the current, tube current and potential voltage difference, that is voltage, we can decrease and increase the intensity of the X-ray beam, X-ray radiation. So we need those X-rays. Okay, so this is the minimum requirement for any radiography: X-ray tube, heating coil, and the arrangement for the accelerating the electrons from cathode to anode, and for regulating the X-ray intensity, we need some axes to control the current and voltage. See this already. I have explained about the generation. This figure in generation of X-rays. You know that this is the equipment required for the generation of X-rays. Here, this is the evacuated tube, glass tube. Okay, here we have a cathode and anode. Here, cathode means a filament. A filament is heated by supplying a small current, and some electrons are removed from the filament, and the removed electrons from the filament are traveling towards cathode to anode with the help of voltage, which is potential difference which is created between the cathode and anode, and the electrons are hitting the anode, that causes generation of X-rays. That causes generation of X-rays. This is cathode, this is anode. Okay, so first one, this is at cathode, we have a filament. We have a filament means wire. Okay, we are heating that wire. Heating of that wire causes the emission of electrons. You know that. How the filament is heated? So for heating that filament, we need to supply some current to that filament. For that purpose, we have a small transformer. Okay, the transformer supplies the current at low current to the filament at the cathode. That is, the low current means 5 to 8 amperes, and we are supplying 12 to 15 volts current. So 12 to 15 volts is not there, so we have to use a transformer to step down the voltage, and we are supplying this low currents to the filament for heating the filament. Once you heat the filament, automatically electrons are emitted. That is the first thing. Second one, we need to there is a need to travel the electrons which are emitted at the cathode towards anode.